Deal TV. Learn and earn.
Brace up, thanks for being hooked to Deal TV. This is the Deal with Maya 75 with yours truly, Maya 75. On the Deal with Maya 75, it's all about entertainment, but then we do the investment part of it, we do the business part of it, so that those in the art industry can be able to earn a living or be a sustainable business. So there is much we need to know. That's why we are trying to highlight, help the different artists and practitioners so that they can be able to earn. Remember, DLTV is a business channel that helps you to earn, and remember, it's where tomorrow's millionaires come for inspiration. You could not be an industry practitioner, but then you could be someone who is having interest in the art industry. So before you invest in the art industry, you need to be knowing things, one or two things out there. So this is your show that can help you to understand the business in the art industry, majorly in music and other stuff. So today on the Deal 75, we are looking at the reasons why producers are having issues. So I would say being a producer in a country like Uganda is a very big gamble. Yes, I've said it. It's a big gamble. But then I don't mean that it's not worth it. But there are a lot of issues that we have to address so that the producers are able to earn a living or to be successful both physically, emotionally, and financially in the music production business. When I talk about producers, out there, if you are in Europe, USA, or other countries, you find that a producer, mostly people are looking at the executive producers. These are people who invest in the production. So he might not be knowing anything about the production process, but he's worthy. He has his cash or financial muscle that he's going to add on the music industry. But then when you go down back to Africa or in Uganda in particular, a producer, because out there they're having engineers, sound engineers, then they're having instrumentalists. Everyone is doing a beat of the track or the production of the song, and then those who are doing mastering and everything. But then when you come to Africa, it's only a one-man show. You find the producer doing the some of them are even writing the songs. Then he does the track layout, he does the voice over, the voice recording, then he does the mixing, he does the mastering. But then these guys are earning peanuts. And that's why it's a big gamble. One of the reasons why being a producer in Uganda is a big gamble is artists don't want to pay. Frankly, artists don't want to pay. And then in most cases, the producers do the donkey work, but then the artists don't want to pay. There is this, if he is a big artist or established artist, you're thinking of like, if I record with you, the song becomes a hit, then I'll be promoting you. So you find that they are doing the barter system, barter trade, if you remember that. So someone comes to your studio, he says, just give me. So, and most of the time, with lack of the professionalism in this business, you find that in most cases, artists tend to use studios as chilling spots. So it's like they are there, they are chilling in the studio, then a vibe comes, a producer makes a beat, and then the artist just records, minus paying no invoice, no receipt, nothing. So before you know, the song is out, and then it's out there. But the rights of the producer are not respected, and then the biggest problem is the artists don't want to pay. So most of the artists that you've seen there are doing free songs. And then and when they, because there is one issue that we be trying to address later. You find someone is doing 10, 15, 20 million in an audio that he didn't pay for, or an audio that he paid for 200,000. Because you can have an audio that hits without a video, but you can't have a video hitting without audio. So there should be a huge investment in the audio so that you, before you make a video, but it's the other way around. I don't know why that's, but then we'll be addressing that some other time. Then the second issue is too much sampling. There is little originality in the producer's work in Uganda. Someone just gets a beat somewhere, he just replicates it as it is, and then he claims rights. So you are sampling some other people's work. How do you expect to be respected? How do you expect to be earning? Because if I know this is a sampled song, I might even having copyright issues with it, then how will you be getting bigger business? Because we've seen producers that are producing songs or music from different, because now today the word is one. You can be in Uganda and produce for someone in Senegal, someone in Rwanda, in Congo, in USA or Canada, and but then if your work is you get some song from Jamaica and then you copy and paste, you're not taking your business seriously. So that's why it's just more much of a gamble, and then you won't be able to make big business or big money out of it. Then the other issue is having the lack of long-term contracts between the artists or the musicians and then the producers. You find that when a song is produced as per the performing rights or copyright law, the producer owns the rights to the beat. But if you go to UPRS, which is Uganda Performing Rights Association, these producers are not paid. When the radio stations are paying for the rights of the songs, nothing comes back to the producer. If the artist comes back, goes out there and performs a song at the wedding, and most of the cases, these are artists that are performing with playback CDs. It means some of them are performing even on instrumentals. It means if you've been able to be paid for 3 million, then there should be maybe 700,000 or 400,000 to be going to the producer who made the song, the beat for the song. But then this has to be coming right from the initiation, the point of starting, where a contract must be made so that an artist and the producer come to understand that for every 100 made, I get this and this percentage. But then there are no long-term contracts. Then the other issue is we having domestic studios. Most of them are bedroom studios. So if you're operating a bedroom studio, how do you expect to earn money? Yes, you could be able to make it, but how do you expect a corporate guy from a corporate industry, corporate company to come to your bedroom? So there's no way you're going to showcase. And however much you prove I'm the producer, but then like in Uganda we have a saying, "Amaso go muganda gali mungalo," literally meaning that most of the Africans believe by touching. So the setup that you're having will keep you low. So you need to have, and then these same bedroom studios are still having issues with the hardware. So you find someone is recording or producing majorly using a laptop or nothing. No, that's bad. Synthetic, everything's no organic. We need live instruments. Nothing's done. So that is giving us a huge problem and leaving the producers game as a mere gamble in Uganda and Africa as a whole. Then we having issues with lack of skill transfers. And in cases where skill transfers are being made, you find that there is a lot of line that can be traced to the producer that trained these guys. But most of the, if you, apart from like Pademan of Audio One, is one producer that you can say Pade brought about Josh Wanda. Then he had several producers, like 4 or 5 big names that you can attribute to having been mentored by Pademan. But these other producers, the likes of there is this guy, Dr. T. If you look at Washington, if you look at Michael Fingers, if you look at Just Jose, Nash Wonders, Enobits, where are the artists, that the producers that you have mentored? We need to transfer the skills from the, because at a later stage, this new generation think differently. It's not like if you teach or train some producer, he must be doing something that is similar to what you're doing, but he'll be able to create something new. But they need to, the encouragement, the skills that they need to learn for the big guns. But then we having little or no skill transfer. So we need to not be selfish, because art in most cases is a gift from God. It's not like someone can go to a music school, he can be a great piano player, he can be a great guitar player, but he might not turn out to be a great producer. But then this has to be, we say, glory be to God, and then you have to transfer the skills. There might be a cost or fee, but then if you're doing it the right way, then we'll be having the results. But then if the results are not there, it means you guys are not doing it. Then we have issues with specialization. You go to a studio and you ask a producer, what style of Guinea can you do? He says, any. I can do any. So you find someone is doing Lingala, is doing Sokos, is doing Lumba, is doing Afrobeat, is doing dancehall, is doing high life, Afro, everything. So yes, a few people can be talented that much to do 2 or 3 Guineas, but then you can't be very good at producing jazz, and you the same producer that can do world music or reggae. So we need specialization, but this is attributed to the fact that these guys are not earning enough. So by the fact that someone comes up, he wants a certain style or Guinea of music, you just want to take in home. As long as you earn the money, you don't care, but the product won't be that good. But if you had specialized and do a certain Guinea well, it means everyone who is thinking, or maybe thinking about reggae, will be thinking about producer A. Everyone, so you'll be having more of reggae artists that are coming your way than doing Afrobeat, Lingala, everything. So be the star in that Guinea, specialize. If you're doing jazz, be the greatest, or take on 2 or 3 things, and then you specialize. If you are good at layout or beats layout, be the star in the beats, and then leave the mastering or the mixing of. If you're good at recording vocals, do that and be a specialist in that, and then you'll be able. So if you're good at something, you're good at audio recording, you're good at mixing, you're good at mastering, many artists will bring their songs to you to be mastered by you. Say you'll be earning good. But then this mediocre work of gambling with everything, it takes you nowhere. Then we have issues with branding. I don't know who brought this thing of putting producer this and this, producer A and A. So the whole song becomes like a commercial. So you put everything everywhere. It seems it comes with the fact that the artists, the musicians are not trustworthy, or this, like we talked before, the lack of genuine long-term contracts. So if the song hits and then it's played on different platforms or radios, these other artists could be known that this song was produced by this and this. But if you take on the other, our counterparts like in USA and those other nations, you won't find that Timbaland produced by Timbaland. As the song goes to the introduction, they say producer Dre. No, this doesn't happen like this. But these guys have been able to brand themselves professionally, and then they'll be able to sell even other stuff like they do, like Dre did with Beats and with Dr. Dre. So your name being there is the poor branding. You find someone, your image. I know we talk about isolation because most of the producers, being that they work behind the doors, they know now there. But then you need to get people who are good at marketing and branding so that your brand can be there, and then you'll be able to brand. But then most of the brandings are low, are bad, are poor. You find a logo of even a studio or producer that is not working. So let's uplift or work on our branding sector so that as producers we can be able to make some good money or make it big in the industry. Then the other issue is to do with isolation and poor networking. Yes, as we've already said, your network is your net worth. But then most of the producers, they spend in that rolling chair. You spend 24 hours in the studio, you never go out, you never interact even with other producers. So there's no way you're going to get deals for producing commercials, for producing film music, for producing, because your thinking and level of thinking will be like boxed in a certain direction just because the people you interact with are the same people, or you are just used to your sound mixer, your mixing board, you don't open up. But if you are able to go out there, interact with the other producers, interact with the radio journalists, other people, or the media, you'll be able to be coming up with new ideas. You'll be able to learn which is trending, which is the future, which idea is now working. But if you stay in isolation, it means you remain a gambler and you remain poor per se. I'm not dictatorial, but then that's what it calls for. Then there is lack of hardware in the business. We are using what I would refer to as outdated hardware. We don't have the latest gadgets. Yes, you could find that a good piano or keyboard could be worth millions, or 14, 15, 20 millions. But then we are using outdated machines. You find someone using a dado that was turned into a Mac to load Mac. My friend, how do you expect to compete with these guys when you're using this kind of hardware? It's kind of, it doesn't add up. So, and then you can't attract investors because people are out there having the money to invest in this hardware, but then they can't be they don't see any business sense. So you need to show these people that they need, if you buy such and such, if you invest in studios as a business, and then you'll be able to earn. But most of the people I've talked to who have been able to invest in this business or the studio business are people who are frustrated because they don't know what they are investing in. So you find someone invests, he buys his machines, because the producer come, we make money. But then before you know, the studio can't even make money to pay off the rent for the studio. And remember, these machines are becoming obsolete. So you find that this person is not even, he could be doing other different businesses, but he has to make business money to take his earnings from other business and still put in the studio that is not working. So some of the producers are not trustworthy, and then others are not able to operate the studios, because the studio is not all about recording songs. You can have different inflows from the studios. Just you need to up your game and know what has to be done. But then the hardware issue is still an issue, because if this your competitors are using digital mastering kits, they are using digital mixers, and then you are struggling with the knobs and everything. Yes, you find that there are those people who are used to those big mixers that they can come up with stuff, but then with the new era, simple things have been improved. So if you can take on the every now and then they are coming up with new things, but then we are not updating. But then from the hardware, then we go to the software. The software we use in Africa is pirated software. So how do we expect to compete with when some of the elements are not there? So these are all issues that we need to deal with. Remember, garbage in is garbage out. So we need to invest in the studios. We need to invest in the software so that we can come up with good products. But this pirated software won't take us far. Then there is lack of appreciation for the producers. These guys are not appreciated from the artists, then from the industry as a whole. Because how many radio announcers will tell you that this song was produced by so and so, was recorded by so and so studio? You say, this is a song from Shiba Nkwatako, a song from Bebe Kuru Waya Waya, from Chameleon, but you never talk about the producers. But these guys need their credit, because the track is majorly a work of a producer. Then there are artists that can't even mention the names of the producers. Wow, heck. So let's go to the awards organizers. How many awards are there to appreciate the producer? Because if the song wins the award, there is a percentage, and a big percentage that the producer did. But these guys are never appreciated. How many segments that, okay, there is producer of the year, but then if the song someone is producing reggae, and the reggae as a section of reggae song of the year, but then it's not reggae as a song of the year in the main category, how do you expect this reggae producer to be appreciated? If there is a reggae song of the year, there should be a reggae producer of the year. Let these guys be appreciated, and then you artists learn to appreciate the producers. Otherwise, these guys remain doing just a gamble, and then they are forgotten, because many producers have died. Unlike artists that are appreciated, how many people know who produced? Because today we be celebrating Fide Bongo retire, we celebrating Mose Radio, we celebrating Paulo Cafero. But who did Paulo Cafero's songs? Who produced Paulo Cafero? Who was his producer? Are these guys celebrated? Are we celebrating the producers of Mose Radio? None. So these people need to be appreciated. And the last point is lack of a business mind. Yes, you are good at the keys, you are good at producing, you are good at the making beats and mixing, mastering, sounding marvelous. But then do you have a business mind? Because everything to be turned out to be a business, it has to be with a business mind. So you have to sit and strategize. You have to know, where can I sell my beats? Where can I sell? Because many people are out there making huge amount of cash out of selling beats. But you are here struggling to make a beat and then get a producer and get an artist who pays you peanuts. But if you knew the business part of it, you could have been able to sell your beats and be earning. Ringtones. You can sell ringtones when it's only a beat. Because if you know, there are songs that are ringtones are just a clip or a few seconds of the song, but most of these clips are just the intro is done by maybe a guitar or a certain instruments. This is the producer's work. But these guys are earning from the ringtones, from the callback ringtones and everything. But the artists, the producers are not earning just because they didn't have a business mind. If you have a business mind, you could make a huge name of yourself. You could have a brand of maybe headsets of yourself, like you see Dr. Dre with the beats, like 50 Cent did with Smile and those other things. But then without a business mind, you won't be able to do that. You won't be able to open a school, a music school that teaches producers so that you can earn from different angles. But this all needs a business mind. We thank you if you've been able to watch up this end. It means the information that we are sharing is quite important to you. We say subscribe, comment, like, and share. I remain Mars 75 on the Deal with Mars 75 here on Deal TV Africa, Deal TV, Learn and Earn. Remember, here is where tomorrow's millionaires come for inspiration. Till then, bye-bye.
Deal TV, learn and earn.